So I perceive the AFI project to actually help to alert communities in terms of not so much what they're doing well per se, but also areas where they can actually have improvement in terms of trying to improve the overall health of their community, whether it be all the way from children all the way to the older adult, what they can do from a public policy perspective. But it gives us some action areas that we can actually start to target to actually improve the health of various communities. Pittsburgh ranked 23rd this year, which was down from where we were in the past. And that's the good and the bad. We were kind of right in the middle of the pack. You always hope to actually improve. Our reaction to that is we are doing a lot of really good things. However, there are some things on that index that are very difficult to change. We are the second oldest county in the country in terms of population. And so some of the things that are on the index are really age dependent. And so we are going to have higher levels of chronic diseases like cardiovascular disease and others. So those are the things that we can try to modify, but our aging population, that actually factors in there. Actually, Pittsburgh has a phenomenal park and recreation system, both in the city and the county and in the state. So we know that we're doing a lot of really good things. Our next horizon is to try to actually have people get out there and use those facilities more to actually try to improve in areas that we still need to improve on. There really weren't many surprises in terms of the cities that ranked ahead of us. It's always difficult to determine those cities that are ranking below you in terms of what they're doing well and what they're not doing well. But it seems like the top 5 or so cities always seem to be the top 5 or so cities for just a variety of reasons. And their infrastructure was built in such a way that allows for some of their scores to be much better than ours. Also, many of them are much younger populations, more educated. Pittsburgh's from the old Rust Belt. It was an old city built around steel mills, and so it's not going to be able to change its infrastructure overnight. And that's actually one of the discouraging things about the index, is that there are things that you just can't change. They're going to cost millions and millions of dollars. So we have to look at this as something that, in terms of what are we doing well, where are our targets, and how do we use this as a target for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years where the infrastructure will change. But in terms of surprises on the index, not really, because most of the cities above us are younger in terms of population and had an infrastructure built at the time they were built that just was not what Pittsburgh was.